All right. We are back here at Song of the Day, coming to you from the Rock Cave. I'm your host, Mark Paris. It is Wednesday, Wanderlust Wednesday here in the cave. Love me some Wanderlust Wednesday. Throwing stuff at you that maybe you've never heard before from an artist maybe you've never heard of, or deep cuts. We've got some good stuff coming down the pike, I think. Michael Murray, where are you? We're going to do that episode one of these days. But what are we talking about today? I had a few choices for today. I do have plenty still in the bank for artists that I think maybe you've never heard of. But really, after all these years, I think that the quality starts to go down just a little bit, where you're like, yeah, there's a reason why we never heard these, Mark, but they still live up here, so I'm going to have to share them with you, and you'll just be like, groan, 0. Nope, 0 stars, do not recommend. And I'm not afraid to throw those at you. I will be doing that, I'm sure, soon enough, but that is not the case today because, it's an important birthday yesterday. This week, let's cut to it. This week, Meatloaf would have been 75 years old. The loaf, rest in peace, love this guy. I got a lot to say about Meatloaf. I've done plenty of episodes on him, and so if you want to dig deep, I can post them below. But there's plenty here, so we're not going to go too deep on this. But I'm a huge Meatloaf fan, basically since Rocky Horror Picture. Did you say Rocky Horror Picture Show? Is that time of year now? Yes, it is. Huge Rocky Horror Picture Show fan. If you've been paying attention, I saw the Rocky Horror Picture Show for the first time ever in about 9th grade, maybe 8th grade. I'm thinking 8th grade, Hanover, New Hampshire, Dartmouth College. The whole trick where you say, I'm sleeping in a friend's house, and the other person says, I'm sleeping in a friend's house, and you do that whole thing. And then you sneak out of that person's house, and you go to the midnight show at Dartmouth College of Rocky Horror Picture Show in 1981, 2, whatever it was. And you're in the balcony, and you go and you buy your ticket. Why are they letting... we're in 8th grade. They let us in. But anyway, they handed you a bag, and it had the rice and all the stuff you needed. And it was just... my life was changed after that moment. Yes, I went to college showing of that. But amazing. And Eddie Meatloaf intertwined ever since then. And a huge fan of his music. Made fun of because of his name, obviously, and his weight. But his voice, unparalleled. So good. And I've talked plenty about that. So let's cut to the chase. It's Wanderlust Wednesday. So for his 75th birthday, we're going to talk about a few of the songs that maybe you aren't aware of Meatloaf. And if you are, you get a gold star because you're like, all right, Mark, I already knew all this. But first and foremost, the one that was of his older material of stuff where he was struggling, Read 'Em and Weep. Awesome song. It's Barry Manilow who made it popular, but Meatloaf's version, so good. I heard that for the first time on Bat Out of Hell, the hits Out of Hell. It was an import. I hadn't heard it before. Amazing. If you hear his version, you get it. You just have to understand Meatloaf, but listen to Read 'Em and Weep from Meatloaf. So good. We're going to fast forward to Bat Out of Hell 2. Awesome. We've got that. Where is that in the cave? That poster is over. You just can't see. It's right on the edge over there. It's there. And so many great songs out of that one. But if you don't remember the tracks on there, so good on Bat Out of Hell 2. You have to dig a little deep for Life is a Lemon and I Want My Money Back. He was famous for those long titles, right? Everything Louder Than Everything Else. It Just Won't Quit. So many good songs on that one. So really you just have to listen to that whole record. You have to be like, I'm going to just invest myself into Meatloaf and I'm going to say, what is this all about? You just have to listen to the whole thing because that is just a glorious journey. And we're not even touching on Bat Out of Hell. We're not even going to touch that today because that's not Wanderlust Wednesday. But the purpose of today was really 1995, Welcome to the Neighborhood. He had to follow up Bat Out of Hell 2. How do you do that? 7th studio album released on October 30th, 1995. Huge fan, obviously. I bought it right away. And he did have a hit on there. I'd Lie for You, and That's the Truth. Another one of those songs like that. But there's some deep cuts on here that I feel like just should have been hits. They should have been more. You should have heard them more. You should still hear them more. And that is Not a Dry Eye in the House. Perfect Meatloaf ballad. He still had it. He's still doing it in 95. Still so good. Why wasn't it bigger? Just listen to this song. So Meatloaf, so everything. And Where the Rubber Meets the Road. I mean, it's got everything about Meatloaf too, and it's tongue-in-cheek. It's just amazing. You probably don't know these songs. Original Sin, Amnesty is Granted. Those are ones you should check out too. But really, it's Where the Rubber Meets the Road and Not a Dry Eye in the House. Those are your Wanderlust Wednesday song of the day today. Check it out. Meatloaf on his 75th birthday yesterday. We sadly lost him this year, January 20th, 2022. He is missed, but you're digging into some Meatloaf. And there's people out there who they don't know anything about Meatloaf. Or they just know two songs. They know Paradise and, I don't know, whatever they know. But check it out today. 6.5 minutes, trying to be short and sweet today on Wanderlust Wednesday. We're checking out Meatloaf. We love serving up some Meatloaf here in the cave today for you to nosh on. Nom, 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 nom. It's good stuff, whatever you're doing today. I hope it involves music. And as usual, I'll catch you on the flip side.